Hey everyone, it's me, Cynthia. Welcome back to Inspiroue. Today I wanted to share a sustainability-minded holiday gift guide with you. I know it is a little late, but I took some time off for my mental health. I really needed to just take a step back, breathe, rest. I'm just gonna dive right in. There'll be timestamps as always and more links and resources in the description box, but let's get into it. I wanna challenge the way that we think about the holidays and gifting. I feel like it's not sustainable to approach gift giving by gifting things that make us feel good about gifting something to someone. You know what I mean? We don't actually know if someone will like these gifts. 25% of presents in the holiday season are returned. Clothing and accessories have the highest rate, and I think it's around 75%. I know with stats, it's hard to measure them accurately, but even that, like, I can believe it. You know what I mean? Like, who actually likes the presents that they receive? And I think it's so unsustainable because when we're talking about returns, especially in fashion, we think that when we return items, they're resold. But I find that as we dig more into this, it's cheaper for brands to like landfill them, burn them. I think that this is a very vague area, trying to gift them something as a token of like our love for them, right? But I think that in itself is very capitalistic. So putting that out there, I want to share a few tips or ways that we can, I guess, gift more sustainably. And the first is don't feel like you need to buy anything. You can DIY something or write a letter, you know, express your feelings for someone. I feel like that at the end of the day is what we're trying to achieve when we're gifting someone something, to show that we care about them and love them and appreciate them. So why not put that into words? Making a little care package. We're all stuck at home. I feel like that it would be something so sweet to receive, especially if your friend or family is far away. So you could do that. You could have a care package and like a really nice heartfelt letter, or like even just sharing your favorite memories with someone so that they can relive those and experience the joy of reliving that. I feel like that's so much more meaningful than trying to get like a random gift. And the second thing is gift cards. Let's normalize giving people cash or giving people gift cards to brands that you support and want to support. And even when it comes to supporting like local or small businesses or BIPOC-owned or like women of color-owned businesses, I don't think it's smart to just go and buy the item of clothing and guess like the right size and possibly risk getting it wrong. When we're dreaming about this like sustainable model, like what is it based on? It's based on pre-order or made based on demand. And we can't support this model if we're going to buy things that we don't fully know someone is going to love. So instead, you can buy gift cards and let them make those decisions because they know what they need best and they know what they'll cherish best. So it can be gift cards to like the sustainability minded brands that I've shared in my 2 videos, which I'll leave linked here, or it can be gift cards to local restaurants in your area. Small restaurants, especially BIPOC restaurants, have been struggling so much with the pandemic, and this is such an easy way to help them. Making a wish list and asking if they have a wish list. I think that this is something else that we should all do when it's a birthday or when it's like the holiday season or like whatever you celebrate. If someone does really want to buy you something, then at least they know that this is something that you want, and not feeling weird about asking someone if they have a wish list or if they can make a wish list. Let's say you do really want to gift presents. I have a few ideas as well. I focus on, again, supporting brands that I believe in, and also focusing on, if you're going to buy stuff, buy things that support this circular model. So recycled fabrics, recycled products, biodegradable products, things that help someone be like reduce their waste, be a bit more zero waste, I guess. The first like actual gift idea is making a little like zero waste starter pack. So here are like a few things that I would put in this starter kit. And when you know someone, you kind of know like what they already have, right? So it's more pinpointing like what they might not have yet. So the first one is this reusable cup. I love this. It's from Stojo because it's collapsible, and that was the main reason why I have consistently used this over the years, because usually I don't like carrying an empty reusable cup with me. I also have links to these things below, but also if you have a local zero waste store or your local grocery store should also have a lot of these things. You can collapse it. So it's super easy for me to always have this in my bag with me, or I'll keep one in the car if I'm going to a place to get a coffee or a drink or something. So it's so much more compact, and that's why I love this. This is in the oat color. Other things like reusable cotton rounds. This is just something that I think people wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves, so it's nice to gift. Just look like this, and then you throw them in the laundry and then you can reuse them. And I always like to include some sort of like reusable bags. This like market tote bag honestly motivates me to go to my local like weekend farmers market or just buy more produce, which is why I love it, because I think it's also an accessory. And then these are like dish sponges that are 100% biodegradable. They're just little things that you don't really think about buying for yourself that I think are such an easy switch. Last thing is like a reusable like container. I love this one because it looks like a bento box, but what I love about it is it also comes with cutlery and utensils. So this is something that I always bring with me when I have lunches and stuff, so that when I'm out and I do takeout or something, I know that I have a like utensil set. I've talked about this before on my channel, but I care about lessening my individual impact, and I know that there's also an onus on brands, but why not both? And then in terms of wrapping them, I'll just take the largest of the muslin bag and I will put all of the products inside. That is the gift. Such an easy, low waste, zero waste way to like wrap a gift. So that's the first gift idea. And now to share some clothing items if you're really adamant on like actually still gifting things, focusing on things made out of recycled fabrics or things that support this circular model. So things that are biodegradable or brands that have take back programs that actually recycle and use the broken down fibers to make new products, not downcycling. And the first is Ten Tree. I'm wearing this ecoloft boyfriend crew from them right now, and this is made out of 100% recycled polyester. And I want to thank Ten Tree for sponsoring this portion of the video. Ten Tree has been around for a while, and their goal is to plant like 1 billion trees by 2020. They've already planted 50 million, and I think that is amazing because the amount of carbon emissions offset by them doing that and how beneficial that is to the ecosystem is so important. And I was also looking more into B Corp certified brands, and you can actually look at a brand's score on the B Corp website. So I'm going to leave that linked below, and Ten Tree honestly had one of the highest scores, which surprised me, like even above some of the other brands I've mentioned on this channel before. Every item that you purchase, you get to plant and register 10 trees. I was talking to the brand when they reached out about like what they plan to do in the future, what's on their roadmap. I'm glad that they had like really good responses to a lot of my questions. And I also asked about size inclusivity, and they do plan on extending their range in the new year. So if you're looking for cozy loungewear, I would say Ten Tree is a great option. I'm obsessed with their ecoloft line, both for like menswear and women's wear. So this is one I'll leave linked down below. I also have like a men's ecoloft like quarter zip that I think is super cute. I think another great option, especially if you're unsure about someone's size, is gifting accessories like scarves or hats, because this is also something I found that is just hard for me to personally invest in. So I like treating this as a gift to like especially family, because I know my dad out of everyone wouldn't like get a nice scarf or hat. I really love the recycled cashmere line from Organic Basics. It's 100% recycled cashmere. This brown color is gorgeous. Like this camel color is one of the best camel toned accessories that I've ever found. So I really like it. And it's also not like too massive as a blanket scarf, which I really like because it makes it more unisex. You guys know I'm obsessed with neutrals right now, so this is just like up my alley. So this is the scarf, and this comes in this reusable canvas bag too. So again, that already covers like your gift wrapping for it. And then if you wanted to do a full set, I usually like to do like a hat and a scarf combo. This hat, I've been obsessed with this beanie, is also recycled cashmere, and I just love this color. How cute is this? And I feel like this is also super versatile for both like men's and women's wear. If you wanted to do a full set, they also have the gloves as well. I had to run to an appointment, so lighting might look a little bit different now. I asked Organic Basics for more information on where their recycled cashmere comes from, so I'm gonna read it out to you. So the products are manufactured in Scotland and the yarn is made in Italy, but the raw material, so where they get the used cashmere from, is imported from around the world, but mostly in the US. So they basically take these old cashmere products, they shred them, and that is respun back into new yarn, and it's almost always without the use of new dyes. And that part I think is also amazing because the dyeing process is one of the most water and chemical intensive usually in like the fashion industry. So the fact that they can produce like these specific colors of recycled cashmere without using new dyes, I think is really cool. I was looking at my audience demographics and there are a few of you who live in really warm weather climate, and I didn't want to leave you out even though I'm based in Canada. So this is a one piece that I've been wearing as a bodysuit, but it is a swimsuit by Saltwater Collective. They're Toronto based, they're a small like woman-owned company, and all of their swimwear is made out of recycled nylon, or eco-nyle is like the name of the fabric. And I really like that they also offer some plus sizing and extended sizing as well. So if you're looking for swimwear or if you live in a warmer climate, this is also a good option. But again, I would buy a gift card to the brand instead of buying an actual piece, or treat yourself. Sometimes I wear this to like feel myself, you know, or to imagine that I'm on a beach. I don't know, I'm losing it. And then last thing, honestly, these are just things that I've been loving that I would buy as gifts to treat myself, but that's why I wanted to share. This is a pair of recycled cotton joggers by Backbeat Co. I've talked about them in my first Sustainable Brands to Know video. They are a woman of color owned, small, sustainability minded brand based out of LA. I'll link to that video where I talk more about them, but I have been living in these joggers. I know that a lot of you ask me for sweatsuit alternatives after the whole Pangaea thing. I really like that Girlfriend launched their own sweatsuit collection, but they don't ship to Canada yet, unfortunately. So this is a really good option, and it's from, again, a small woman of color owned brand. So I'll leave this linked below as well. When it comes to wrapping presents, if you're not using a reusable muslin bag or a bag that came with what you bought, for example, the Organic Basics beanie or like the gloves come in boxes like this, and you don't want to just have this like under your tree or something. Usually what I do is I will save the craft paper that comes in shipping boxes. You know what I'm talking about? Like they usually fill the box with it, or this is something left over from my shop when I used to run a shop not too long ago. This is a roll of 100% recycled craft paper. I use this to wrap my items when I ran my like consignment shop. So I still have a roll left over, but you can buy this at like any local art supply store or craft store, but I'll use this instead of normal gift wrapping. Then I'll use like jute twine. This was saved from like my 10 tree box, and I'll use this to wrap it. And then usually I'll have eucalyptus that is dried from my shower that I'll save when I know the holidays are coming up. I'll usually just use this to kind of decorate the package, and I do really love the look because it's super minimal, but it's very aesthetic, and everything can, I think, be composted. So this combo is like my low waste way of wrapping gift boxes and presents. Then again, as I mentioned throughout the video, if they come in muslin bags, or if I want to like use the muslin bags as a gift that people can reuse, I'll usually throw them in the bag like this, and then I'll do the same thing. Instead of like having the craft paper, I will tie the twine around and then hang eucalyptus from it too. Kind of pulls everything together, but they can reuse this bag for groceries or for storage, and all of this is compostable. So that is kind of like my low waste way of gift wrapping. I hope it helps. Also, it's just like super aesthetic. Those are basically the things that I wanted to share. I hope that this video can help. Please leave a like if you found it helpful, and if you want me to continue to do sustainability minded guide videos like this. I have everything linked in the description box, and I also have codes if you are interested in supporting me and buying from any of the brands that I mentioned. I'll also have links to the 2 brands to know videos that I filmed if you want to learn more about brands that I think are cool and worth supporting. But otherwise, I hope this helps. I might spin up a blog post as well, so I'll leave that linked below if I have it. And if you aren't following me yet on Instagram, please do. It's at inspiroue. But I will see you in my next video, and I hope that you enjoyed this one, even though it was a little bit late. But I love you and appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.